Hey guys, it's Star the Flippin' Hippo. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel at Flippin' Hippos. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday weekend and a great Labor Day. And I hope everyone's sales were better than ours, but we had sales, so some are better than none, right? It is Monday, September 3rd, Labor Day. So happy Labor Day, everybody. It is Monday, which means it's time for what sold on eBay. So just a quick rundown of the amount of packages we were sending out last week. Monday we had 30 packages go out for last weekend, 29 eBay sales, 1 Posh. Tuesday we had six sales go out the door, Wednesday 7, Thursday 6, and Friday 6. All of those were eBay sales. Macari has been crickets, Bonanza has been crickets, and Poshmark dried up last weekend, and we weren't selling anything on the platform. I will, in full transparency, let you guys know that last week was a crap week around here as far as productivity and listing. I know that many of you know that Monday and Tuesday I was down with a really bad migraine, and it took me until about Thursday to feel my normal self again. And then Keith came down with a cold, really bad, like he couldn't even breathe and stuff. That was keeping him in bed. So it was like only one of us was working each day because the other one was sick. It's like we took turns, but hey, it could have been worse. We could have both been down at the same time and nothing have gotten done. But yeah, productivity, listing, everything was way down last week. We didn't really get around to doing offers to likers on Posh as much as we normally do. I wasn't sharing the closet as much as I normally do. We weren't listing on eBay. So, you know, the pattern of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 6, 7, 6, 6, and only eBay probably is a result of being slackers. So we gotta stop slacking. Starting tomorrow, we've really gotta buckle down and double, triple, quadruple our amount of work that we do, because we are moving into fourth quarter soon. So that all said, I will tell you that over this Labor Day weekend, we had 27 eBay sales, 4 Poshmark sales, and oh my goodness, 1 Macari sale. I couldn't even believe it myself. That's 32 total. That's 2 more than last weekend with a whole extra day thrown in. So it's really not that great for us. It's 2 more sales than last weekend and a whole extra day, but it was a holiday weekend. Everybody's outside enjoying the warm weather, having cookouts and spending time with their families. So, but yeah, I was really stoked. The Macari sale was just like out of left field. Like I was just talking about that on the live show last night, how Macari never, ever moves her sales for us. And it did. So, and then we got the 4 Posh sales, but I did go in on Saturday and do offers to likers on every single item in my store that had a liker on it, and I did 20% off on most of it because things are listed higher there and I can do that. Alright, that being said, I'm just going to show you guys a couple of things this week. I really don't want to keep you long. It is kind of late. The clock down here says 8:30. It sure does. Oh look, they didn't want to pay a decent amount for my jeans. Okay, bye-bye. It's actually 9:30 here, and most of you might even watch the replay tomorrow, but I always tell you guys, I don't want to keep you too long. We've all got things to do. I know that many of you stream me while you're measuring and taking photographs and generally working and just kind of keep me on in the background, and I do appreciate that. You guys are fantastic. I love all my viewers. You guys are great. So let's just look here. These are Free People jeans. They're like, they're cute. They're like this gray tapestry print, and I know I talked about them way back when I had like 2 subscribers. They were at the local Honey Pot thrift. They were like 10 bucks, and there was this pair, there was a green pair that was similar. It was army green with flowers, and there was a yellow pair, and I wanted them really bad because they're Free People, but then we comped them. Nope, didn't bring them home. We waited. They all went on the 99-cent sale. So I did eventually get all 3 pairs because they sat there forever. And then when they were 99 cents on the Saturdays, the local Honey Pot thrift that no longer is, I snagged them up. But they've been around. I mean, like since January or February, and they never moved. And I just finally took a best offer of 17 over the weekend. I had heard from people that Free People brand, except for the no, that's Seven for All Mankind. I'm mixing up my brands. The Seven for All Mankind, the Dojo jeans are still popular. The Free People is kind of like not really anymore, and there's kind of like a race to the bottom on the prices. I just thought that because these were unique, I don't know, I thought I'd have better luck with them, but I'll take 17. They shipped first. They didn't ship yet. Lies. They're sitting behind me with a stack of all the other 31 things getting ready to be packaged up to go out tomorrow morning. They will ship first class, and I only paid 99 cents. So, whatever. Okay, this is a brand that was new to Keith when he picked it up. He found it at Goodwill. It is Pel Pel. It was a 3XL, which is really good for sailing. It's a good large price for men, and it's got the spell out on the front. I think spell out on the front is still popular, like leftover from the 90s. I don't know. He paid 99 cents for it, and it sold for 24. We're gonna look at a couple of these little plush. This is a Woody Woodpecker plush. He's really small. See that? He's 9 inches. He is a novelty, Ace Novelty Company. He's vintage. He's old. He's got his little hang tag. And he's got a little doohickey on his head to hang him. He's just real cute. He was like 33 cents. Back in the day when my Goodwill still had the 3 for $1 plush. Came out of there. He went for $15.20. He's been around for a little while, like he's been unsold and relisted and unsold and relisted. But he finally did go when he hit the 5% off sale on this go round. All our stuff is in the store for 2 weeks and then goes 5% off. And he went for $15.20, and he's real tiny. I'm probably going to put him in a little tiny wee little box just because he's got this nice vintage hang tag. Okay, and if y'all remember last week I did my what sold on eBay in the middle of the week in the live show when I was better and not sick anymore. And I had sold a jersey, a Steelers jersey. I sold another one this week. Look at this. Are we getting into football season? I don't know. I'm a nerd. I don't sport. I don't do the sporting. I don't do sports. It's probably why I've had 2 jerseys sitting around the house for like a year while they were listed in our stores, because I don't even know who the players are or what's going on. I only know Roethlisberger and then the one guy, so he can't even remember his name, so why am I even talking? I am a nerd. I do not sport. But I did sell last week a Pittsburgh Steelers jersey, and this week again, this one was went for $15.48. We paid 99 cents for this one. So I reckon we're getting into football season. I'm guessing. I know it's getting into fall, so I would assume that this is the time of the year that they do the thing with the balls and the goalposts and stuff. Okay, so this is a Disney Pixar monster. It is Mike Wazowski, for those of you that are familiar with Monsters, Inc. Very cute little movie. My kids liked it when they were small. He's little. He's like 11 inches. I paid 99 cents for him, and I got $13.30. And he will just go into a poly to be shipped because he doesn't have any hang tags or anything special. But he does have like cute little, did my computer just totally wig out on us? It did. I wanted to show you, there we go. He's got these little felt toes, or toenails, I guess. They're claws. They're little toenails or claws. I thought those were just so cute. And his little horns. And here's Ernie. He only sold for $9.50, but I did find him at the Ben's, and so by weight he was like maybe 5 or 10 cents. And he's also very small. I'm selling all my teeny little plush this week. All the wee little guys are finding their forever homes. So he's a small one. He didn't weigh much. So he won't even cost much to ship. He'll be like a tie. And he didn't cost us much at the Ben's, and he's got this wild hair. He was a cute one. Okay guys, my jeans are starting to move. We are getting into that time of the year where people are beginning to pick up on how I shouldn't say people are picking up on how much jeans they're buying, because that doesn't even make sense. It's the time of year when the amount of jeans that I sell picks up. There you go. I can speak correctly. These are BKEs. They are men's, and I know that I've said on the channel before, sometimes, and no, not sometimes, always. And I'm not editing tonight, so every time I flub up, we're just gonna laugh at me and we're gonna move on. I just want to do like one shot, no editing. So BKE men's jeans, and I know, let me say this again correctly, I've said on this channel before that men's jeans you can sell for $2 to $5 more, maybe $8 if they're like really large sized men's jeans. But for whatever reason, you can get a couple of more bucks out of them if they're men's jeans. I typically start my women's BKEs at $35. I started these at $40, but I ended up taking a best offer of $35. But I'm okay. I paid 99 cents for them. And they were the Marshall style and a size 34, which is an average size. But that was exciting because they haven't been around for very long. I like fast flips, and I cannot lie. Alright, this is a pair of Zico jeans. I had never heard of these. These were one of the pairs I just thought, you know what, I've never heard of this brand. I ain't got time to be standing here and comping, so I just picked them up. They cost me 99 cents, brought them home. Hey, look, they sold for $25. And they were like a smaller size too. They were juniors 5, but I do like to try new things sometimes when they're only 99 cents, because sometimes I'm pleasantly surprised. And I can always get my money back out of it. And these were just cute with the pockets and stuff. So this will be a brand that I will be looking for from now on. You guys remember when I had to have my very own pair of cut from the cloth jeans? Remember how I kept saying I kept finding cut from the cloth, and they were always like $10 or way outlandish prices? But I really wanted a pair of cut from the cloth, and I finally found some, and I had to pay like what was it? They started at $7. I paid $3.50 for them just because I had to have them. Well, they sold for $19. So fees on that would be like around $3. Yeah, that's a really high estimate. $7.50, and then the mailer $14. I only made like $5 or $6 on these. So yeah, I sometimes shouldn't have to have something badly enough that I'll pay up for them. But I still made $5, and they've only been around like 2.5 weeks in the store. They just hit the sale, so yeah, I will probably pick this brand up in the future, but again, I would most likely be more inclined at 99 cents rather than the $3.50, and probably not capris. I could probably get like 25 for full length maybe. And then I'm going to show you 2 pairs of Aeropostale jeans for 2 reasons. Number one, we do flip mall brands all the time. We get stuff for 99 cents, we grab it. And I show you guys that all the time. I flip mall brands. I have no shame. I like money. I'll make money on whatever I can sell. Additionally, I wanted to show you guys the difference between this pair that's been in the store for a couple months and a pair that's been around for a year. They sold for the same amount. They both sold over the weekend. But I'm going to show you the difference. So this pair has been around, I want to say I listed these in July just before Vegas. I feel like they started around 18 maybe, and they have I've lowered the price as I've put them back into the store. Let me flip through so that you may look at something while I speak to you instead of just listening to me. These are the Bela Skinnies. They're a smaller size, but I picked them up because they were like 99 cents, and again, mall brands do go. Aeropostale, I have luck with. I feel like it still has a following. Whether or not it's a popular brand anymore, people that enjoyed it in its heyday still enjoy it. So they went for $16.29. Now this pair, ew, oh my gosh, embarrassing. Look at this. Look at this gross, disgusting amateur hour And I can tell you these have been around for a year because I think it was around last August when I actually started delving into the jean game, and no, this is not a, I don't know, but no, I had a sheet. Do you guys want to look again at what not to do? This is what you should never do. This is what you should not do. You see all these wrinkles and how dark it is, like in this corner right here, because I was only using one light. I don't know why I was using one light. I had two lights, but back in the day, I thought it was cool to put pants like this on a wrinkled sheet with one light so that half of it was dark and it would look awesome. And then I even did this little thing here. Oh my goodness. I thought I was cool. I would take pictures of jeans like this and pants all day long. One light over here. You can see the shadows are falling here. Wrinkled sheet in the background. And this whatever fold, flippy, floppy thing. I don't know. And now I use two lights on a poster board. This isn't that great of a fold either. I could do better. Here's a good example of what I do nowadays. You see that? It's a nice board. There's some shadow here in between the leg area, but that's where the jeans are sitting in their shadow. That's natural. And I actually just got a new board, so the one I have now is even whiter. But yeah, that was just my point. Like, these have been around for like maybe a month and a half, and they sold for $16.29. And these have been around for a year and sold for $16.29. Pictures are worth a million words. I don't know if did I say that right? Pictures are worth 1,000 words. That's what it is. But yeah, they went for the same amount of money, but one went in a month and one went after a year. It could be the cut, it could be the size, but I mean, anymore, my Aeropostales don't stay around that long. It's a mall brand I do good with, and this is just, I just wanted to show you guys. Look, I used to take horrible photos. This is exactly what you should not do. If you have a sheet that you use, just get the wrinkles out. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was just being new and amateur-y. Anyways, guys, let me know down below in the comments how your sales have been over the past week or so, how your sales went over Labor Day weekend. Do you guys have fat stacks you're shipping out in the morning? And do me a favor, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button down below. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe to our channel and help us feed a hungry hippo. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, you guys have a good night.